Hi everyone, happy Memorial Day. Um, I do have my towel. I do have my hair up in the towel because I literally just got out of the shower like 2 minutes ago. So I have my hair up drying in the towel, and I'm laying on the towel because I don't normally keep it up in the towel for up like this for a long time. Because it's not good for the hair, but it's gonna be up there for a little longer today because I'm doing a blog. But I'm home, back home. We got home last night. I got home about 5:30. I was at a friend's party. I can now say it. I was at a friend's surprise party. Um, for my friend's graduation. We did a surprise party for her. I eventually had to miss the surprise because I was technically on the road. Like, literally, as they were saying surprise, I got on 88, headed towards Chicago. So, I was technically on the road at 4, on the way, but I was able to, make it to the party. I didn't miss it. I missed the surprise, but I didn't miss the whole party. I was there till, like, 3 in the morning, just helping my friends out. So anyways, yep. I had to help my friend. I had to take her boyfriend, her fiance, home in Palatine, and I had to follow her behind because she had to take him home because he was drunk and to work the next day, and he drove his car. They both drove separate cars, and he, goofball, wanted to drive himself home, and she was like, no. So she drove his car with him and Brenda, her daughter, back in his car. I followed behind in my Jeep, and then we put the baby in my car, and she drove us back home. We drove back home from Palatine because obviously, we couldn't let him drive because of his drinking, because he was drinking, and we're obviously not going to let him drink and drive. Never drink and drive. Like, I know from experience, from just seeing a lot of videos on drinking and driving, being a first responder, going to a few calls that involved drinking and driving. My dad being a firefighter, hearing about calls, hearing about calls that he went to, just hearing about things, knowing what drinking and driving can do. Just don't be stupid. Okay, don't be stupid. You always will have someone to call. Like, out of me, I have a family of 21. I have a team, my emergency services team. There's at least 30 people I can call on the team. I have at least a group of 20 people, of friends I can call. Neighbors. Call your neighbor. Call your lawyer. Call your insurance company. Call an Uber. There's so many options you can do instead of having to drink and drive. Like, there's never, ever, ever, ever an excuse to drink and drive. Like, I don't even know if this would be considered an excuse, but the only possible, maybe this excuse I can possibly think of is if you're trying to escape from, like, a killer or a rapist. Like, someone's trying to rape you, or someone's trying to chase you or kill you, and you're drunk, or you've been drinking. Maybe not so much drunk, but, like, been drinking. Because just because you drink doesn't mean you're always drunk. I mean, drinking can cause you to get drunk, but you can still drink and not get drunk. I mean, you shouldn't drive regardless of how much you drink, whether you're drunk or not. You shouldn't drink and drive, whether you're drunk or not. But say, maybe, and I don't even know, this might not even still be an excuse to drink and drive, but in my opinion, if I'm drunk or I'm drinking, but yet someone's trying to, like, God forbid, rape me or chase me or kill me, I hate to use that word rape because rape is freaking sick. Like, there's a lot of things that make my stomach rumble, like make my stomach make me feel sick, like I want to throw up. And rape is one. Like, I don't want to talk about it too much because I don't want to say there's not much to talk about, but I don't want to talk about it because it's uncomfortable and it makes me sick. My stomach is already turning, and my stomach already hurts just thinking about it, and I feel sick just thinking about it because it's freaking disgusting. Anyways, that might not even still be excuse to drive when you're trying to get, I don't know, but there's always an answer. Anyways, had to drive him home. Then we drove back from Palatine in my Jeep with the baby. This friend that I had this surprise party, that I went to this surprise party with, this friend, her and her sister, her whole family, but like especially her and her sister, I consider them family. Okay, they're like sisters to me. I mean, yes, I have a sister that I love to death. And obviously, God forbid, for example, say I was in a room with a killer. I know I kind of have a sick mind, but anyways. Say I was in a room with a killer. And it was my sister Kaylin in one chair. I was in another. And Letty, my friend that I consider a sister, was in another. The killer was like, pick one to kill. I know what you're probably thinking, like, what the hell is wrong with her? Trying to prove, kind of put a point. I love Letty. I love Wendy. Brenda is one thing because, like, Brenda's a baby, and I would probably say pick my sister because my sister's 22. She's lived a life. I mean, not a long life, but 22 is obviously better than 2 years old. My sister's lived 22 good years compared to a baby. I mean, obviously I would pick the baby. I mean, God forbid I love my sister, but, But then, compared to, like, Letty and my sister, I would obviously say pick Letty. Pick Wendy. Pick them. They'll kill my sister. Pick them. And I love them, but kind of trying to show example. I love them to death. And I would do anything for this family. This family, I've known them for years. Technically I've known Letty for 4. I've known Wendy for 3. Wendy's her sister. On Facebook, I call them sisters. They're family to us. They are family to me. I would take a bullet for them. Obviously, like I said, I consider them a sister. Even though I have a sister. They're like two sisters I've never had. They consider me a sister. Wendy has a baby. A 2-year-old baby named Brenda. That's the cutest freaking thing ever. Like, that baby, she's so freaking cute. Like, she's so cute. They let the baby call me Aunt BB. I'm Aunt BB to the baby. I'm Brenna or Aunt BB. BB's my nickname because Brenna Burke, BB. So I'm Brenda's aunt, not biologically. So not by blood, but mentally, I'm her aunt. And they love me and I love them, and there's really not much more to talk about, because it's not that I don't want to talk about them, but I don't really want to completely bring them up in my blogs. I mean, I might talk about stories and stuff about them, but I'm not going to go into any more detail on it. But anyways, no more detail about them, but I was at their place last night just hanging out, and Wendy seems like, thank you for driving behind me, because she was like, with Andres being drunk, she's like, I was afraid to drive, even though she wasn't drunk, but like, had a baby in a car, and she was like, I was afraid I was going to get pulled over, and it's like, well, not too much I can do, particularly when you get pulled over, but like, anyway, I was like, it's no problem, you're a sister to me, I would do that for you, like you would do it for me, so, yeah. So it was good to see them because I haven't seen them in the longest time. So it's good to see them. I was actually afraid because yesterday obviously was my sister's last day in Rock Island. Now, is she never going to go back there again? Chances are she's probably going to go back there to see friends and visit the college and probably go back there to see friends that she has down there. You know, it's not like she's never ever, it's not like me either. Like, it's not like we're never ever ever going back down there, but like, it was my sister's last day of living in Rock Island, so we were moving her out of the house, and I was afraid because it was very exhausting, it was very time consuming, it was very a lot of effort. I was afraid I wasn't going to have any energy for the party. I felt like I was going to go to the party and be like, sleep, I just want to sleep, but I actually was wide awake. I think adrenaline because I was having fun, and so a lot was going on. Excuse me. Oh, it's actually 12:56, and I'm just waiting on my parents to get home. Then we're gonna be going to a barbecue because my aunt's having a Memorial. Maybe I didn't say it, but my aunt is having a Memorial Day party. So Memorial Day is a holiday that my family we normally do celebrate. Memorial Day, without going into too much detail because I didn't read too much about it. So I actually had to Google I didn't Google exactly the difference, but like I was like, what's the difference between Memorial Day and Veterans Day? Because it's honoring the troops, and so it's Veterans Day, but I haven't exactly Googled it different. Okay, I'm still on call. But anyways, it's barbecue season, so we're probably gonna have fires, fortunately. Anyways, so I just feel that I think we're gonna have a fire tonight. Not that I want a fire, but I feel like it is gonna be one because of the holiday, because of barbecues and fire pits. I don't know, but anyways, so I'm just waiting for my family to get back, but I don't know the exact difference. Like, I would have to ask my dad or my mom. Maybe they might know because they know a lot about this holiday. All I know is like Memorial Day is, because I just Googled it like an hour ago, is to honor the people that sacrificed their lives, the men and women and dogs that sacrificed their lives for our country. And if you're a troop or you're a veteran, whether you're 90 years old, whether you was in World War II or Korea or Vietnam or the Desert Storm, or I don't know if there's any World War I people alive. I don't know, maybe 2 feet. I don't know. Whatever war you were in, whether you were actually in combat, whether you stayed in the United States and worked in like the Pentagon or the boot camp areas, whether you went to the Middle East, whether you went to Japan, whether you went to Vietnam or Korea or Germany or Italy or France or wherever, whether you were in combat or you were just like a security guard watching a base or something, or you drove the machine, whatever you did, thank you. Like, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. And I mean that a lot. Obviously, I've thought back and forth about joining the service. I'm like, yeah, it really interests me. It really does interest me. Like, I watch videos almost every day of, like, the Marine Corps marching band. You know, Marine Corps marching band. Anyways, not to get too much detail into that, you know, a man in uniform. But anyways, especially those dress blues. But anyways, it's hot in here now. Obviously, I've thought back and forth about joining. I watch videos all the time about not recruitment, but I watch like Navy and Marine videos and Air Force videos all the time on YouTube. Ew. And I'm like, oh, it interests me so much. I'm like, that's so cool. But I could never do it. Like, no, what's disrespect for you guys? I just could never do it. And to know that you guys and gals are willing to do that and is willing to sacrifice your life for this country means a lot to me. You're protecting me, protecting my sister, my dad, my family, this country, this state, this territory, this house. You're protecting so much, and it's amazing. It's amazing. I asked my dad a question once, because on the emergency services unit that I'm on, I have an American flag patch on my shoulder. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful, so if this is disrespectful to you, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm not trying to disrespect you, but one time heading to training, I asked my dad. I was like, Dad. He's like, yeah, because he's on a unit too. He's the chief, he's the director, he's the boss. I was like, you know how we have an American flag on a patch? And he's like, yeah, what about it? And it's like, I know I'm not a soldier. I know I'm not in the armed forces. I said, I know I'm not like a Marine or an Army or Air Force, Coast Guard. But if I stop, it's because my parents come home and I gotta get ready. I don't know when they're coming home. But I said, I know I'm not, in any way, shape, or form a soldier or a veteran or in the service. But, being that I have, I have it right now, but get up to show you, but I don't. My uniform's actually in the bag right now. This is on the go, because when I go to that party, I'm bringing that bag, so if we get a call, I can just throw my uniform on and go. But anyways, I said, does that mean that I can say, in a way, that we protect our country because we have the flag? Or is that disrespectful for someone that, joined the service and did fight for their country and did sacrifice their life for this country? Would that be disrespectful for me to say that I kind of protect our country because I'm a first responder and I do a lot? I go to house fires and crime scenes and structure fires and basement floodings and search and rescues and tons more and a lot more. I do a lot more than that. But I said, being that I have the flag on my shoulder, can I say that we kind of protect our country? And he was like, because I said, I don't want to say that and then have a veteran come to me or someone, say that's disrespectful to say that because you never fought for this country. You were never in combat. You were never at war. And he's like, I guess you can say that. I don't really know. He said, I've never thought about that. He said, I guess you can say that. So you do have the American flag on you, and if we're in uniform, and for example, when we go to Fox River Countryside, because it's that time of year where Fox River Countryside, so St. Charles has a Leroy Oaks Forest Preserve is in Fox River Countryside. So St. Charles, we go there a handful of times in a year to do a UTV race. So we take our UTV that we have and we help out with the paramedics. And every time before a race, because what we do is, we don't race ourselves, but what we do is, whenever we go there for the races, there's winners. There's people that won. Like Forrest Gump, they won. And sometimes it's one race. So if it's like a high school, it's multiple races. But before each and every race, they do the national anthem. You know, all say, "Can you see?" And we have to salute because we're in uniform. So it's like, if we have to salute, I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it. But yeah, it's hot. I gotta get ready. I don't know what I'm gonna wear. Here's the thing, my room literally right now looks like a tornado went through it. It's very messy. I've tried to clean it. I tried to clean it before I left. I just didn't have time. I'm gonna have to clean it again. But it's probably not gonna be for a while because I'm so exhausted because I worked my ass off this week and last week with my sister's graduation and moving her out. I did a lot, so as much as I would love to clean my room, because the sooner the better, it's probably not going to happen in a while. Because it is messy right now. I'm not even going to show you because it is so messy. I'm going to set up. Okay. Anyways. So I'm going to let you go. Oh. Have you get back to your parties and... Oop, drop the phone. So clumsy. I hope you guys enjoy your Memorial Day weekend. Memorial Day. If you, like I said, if you want in service, thank you for everything that you've done for our country. I know that for a fact because my grandpa was in the Navy. He was in Japan in World War II. He was in like Guadalcanal and Iwo Jima. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I'm sorry. Like Peleliu, Guadalcanal. He was like in those islands fighting. So he was in one of the, big major areas. There's birds singing. So I'm gonna let you go because I have to relax a little bit before my parents come home and my sister. They're out to brunch right now. I didn't want to go because I had to shower and I was still asleep. So I was like, just go without me. I don't like brunch at that place anyways. So I would just stay and shower and get ready. No, I don't know what I'm going to wear because I don't really have a Memorial Day outfit. I have like a 4th of July outfit. And I feel like if I would wear the 4th of July outfit today, it would be a little bit disrespectful because my 4th of July outfit is short sleeves and it's like short shorts. Not a little too short, a little too small. So like, I feel like it wouldn't be quite right. So I'll probably just, I don't know what I'll wear. I'll find something. Maybe I'll try to run to Target. I'll have to call my parents when I'm done, see how much longer I have. Maybe if they say, well, we'll be home in like half an hour, maybe I might run to Target and see what they have. Maybe Walmart. I don't know. So anyways, bye y'all.